Hey people living inside my camera, it's me again. So I just watched Wreck-It Ralph a few days ago. If you've not watched it yet, please go out and watch it. It's perfect in every way. I got sidetracked there for a moment. So today's topic is happy ever after, or happily ever after some people call it, but I like calling it happy ever after because I like calling it happy ever after. So let me tell you a story. Gather all your kids around, even that little one. What the hell is he putting in his mouth? What the hell is he putting in his mouth? So once there was this kingdom, right? And the king didn't have any wife or children, so there was no successor to the kingdom. And this king was a very filthy bachelor, and he had syphilis, and he was on his deathbed. And his wingman, the head of the army, let's call him Sir Sudeikis. Sir Sudeikis. His mother loved playing Sudoku. So once this king was randomly thinking, and he was like, shit, I'm gonna go down in the dumps and there's no one to take care of my kingdom. So he said, Sudeikis, and Sudeikis came running towards him and he said, listen up Sudeikis, I prepared you enough for this moment. Sudeikis, after I pass away, you're gonna be the kingdom. And Sudeikis was like, it's happening. And finally the wingman had a shot at everyone in the kingdom. Finally. You don't know how hard it is for wingmen, okay? So after the king passed away, may his soul rest in peace. Finally Sudeikis had control over everything and he wasn't really that good at it. So one day he just steps out of his balcony. He looks out at a crowd of young, beautiful bachelors and he says, hey you, to one of the most pretty girls out there, I assume. And he says, marry the crap out of me. Marry the crap out of me. And she says, me. It's happening. Totally meant for each other. And then she marries him and they live happily ever after. And that's what they want you to think. In actuality, this is what happened. She became queen, she got instant power, and she became all bitchy and stuff. She started interfering in the decision-making process. They had conflicts. Started having fights as they took each other for granted. That's what married couples do. One day they went on a family vacation. This is what she did. She pinches the elephant's bum, and then she jumped off. Did I mention she's athletic? Flexibility. So yeah, she pinches the elephant's bum and she jumps off the elephant, and the elephant tussles over 3 times over Sudeikis, and Sudeikis gets crushed on the spot. There's not a single remain of Sudeikis left. If there's any point to the story I'm telling right now, it's this. As long as you're breathing, there is no happy ending. There is no finish line that you can just cross over and say like, I had one hell of a run and now all my problems are over. Now I'm done and I'm gonna live a life happily ever after. No. As long as you're breathing, there's going to be equal amounts of happiness and crappiness, and they kind of need each other to balance themselves out. I know some people are like, once I get out of college, I'm going to move out to my own apartment and I'm going to get a job and I can go and support for myself and everything is going to be happy ever after. Imagine yourself 5 years from now. What do you see? You see yourself around a great group of people, a great circle of people, and you're earning your own money. You've probably got the love of your life beside you, and it's going to be so great. It's going to be so perfect, and it makes you feel happy, and it's going to be great. It is going to be great, but that's not the end of all your problems. Life is going to suck too. Life won't stop sucking. So be ready for that. Whenever I watch a movie or I read a book and suddenly there's this happy ending and it's so cheesy, it's so unreal, like, whoa, everything is suddenly great, everything is suddenly fine. My life from now on is going to be one hell of a roller coaster. It kind of pisses me off. Like I read this book, Paper Towns by John Green. Honestly, I had expected the ending to be something else, but the ending of this book is what I'm talking about. I love John Green's book, The Fault in Our Stars. Mind blown. The ending of his books is just so real, it's so natural, it's raw. So I totally buy it. I can see that happening. You're not pleasing people, you're telling them the truth. Respect. Happy ever afters do exist. No one gives a shit about what you think. You look like an Iranian rat. Okay. I'm not trying to be negative or cynical. If you want to believe in the concept of happy ever after, go ahead. It's up to you. Real talk. Even if you're a little bit happier than you were yesterday, you're doing a good job. Life is great. So this is me just voicing my opinion. Tell me, what do you think? What's your point of view? Do you think this whole concept is overrated, or do you actually believe in it? Tell me whatever you want to tell me. Just tell me what's going on in that warehouse of yours. Just tell me. As always, like if you like it, subscribe if you want to see more. Seymour Hoffman. See what I did there? I shouldn't have. And I will catch you next week. Good talk. Knuckle bump.